Okay, this is David here and welcome to Btekt. I'm out in Madrid, Spain, testing out Vodafone's 5G roaming, which they're doing at no extra cost at the moment. It's good to know that you will still have a bit of 5G even when you are roaming out and about on the continent, and they even offer the service in America. In fact, it could actually be a little bit more useful when you're abroad than when you're at home. Madrid is a beautiful city and I've got with me a Note 10 5G, or a Note 10 Plus 5G, an S10 Plus 5G and the Galaxy Fold 5G. Being all flagship phones from the same company, you would have kind of expected them to all perform the same when it comes to 5G, but throughout my testing, that definitely was not the case. A quick shout out to our sponsors Direct Mobiles for looking after us here at Btekt. 24 years of award-winning customer service. Their link is in the video description below. Check it out to compare all available deals with all UK networks. Click that link down below or just search directmobiles.co.uk. And please do go and check out our new Btekt Amazon shop. You'll find all the best tech and accessories there, all recommended by us. I'll leave a link down in the description below. So it is early days for 5G and coverage overall is, well, it's patchy, let's face it. But when you're on holiday in a major city like Madrid, you are actually quite likely to get a bit of 5G because it is mainly in the tourist hotspots. It's the same thing in London. If you're lucky enough to work in central London or live in central London, then you are likely to experience 5G quite regularly. But most people that live in London don't really hang around the tourist spots too often. But it is nice to discover that when you go abroad that your 5G is actually quite useful. And you will get much faster speeds than even the fastest of home broadbands can provide. In certain parts of Madrid, I was consistently getting speeds of between about 500 and 700 megabits per second with the Note 10 Plus and with the S10 Plus. It might sound strange that you would find it more useful when you're abroad, but I am definitely finding that to be the case. If you travel a lot to Europe on business maybe, then this is going to be a very attractive plan for you. But what really did surprise me with my testing was the differences in the hardware. If you put them side by side, you would kind of expect them to receive more or less the same signal strength and speed. I found that the Note 10 Plus 5G and the S10 Plus 5G performed more or less the same. Sometimes the S10 Plus was quicker, and then at other times it was the Note 10 Plus that came out on top. But they was both pretty consistent with their fast speeds. The Galaxy Fold, on the other hand, didn't seem to perform at the same level as the other two, despite me resetting the device and doing everything that I could to try to get as quick a speed as possible. The Galaxy Fold did not once match the speeds of the other two devices. This is actually my second time getting hands-on with the Galaxy Fold. My first time was at IFA, and I did a hands-on video for Direct Mobiles. If you'd like to see that video, then please do go ahead and check it out. I will leave a link in the video description below. So now that I've had a little bit more time with the Fold, I did want to make this video and let you guys know what I actually think about it, because it's a very unusual device, very flashy, but I don't think it will appeal to everyone. It is quite a niche product, but it is a very beautiful object. It's kind of like a digital book. It definitely has a wow factor, this phone. I can see some people wanting it just so they can impress people with it. One thing that I realized quite quickly about this phone is that personally I would like to use it folded up most of the time. When you unfold it, especially in public, it's just so bright and so flashy that you probably wouldn't want to always be unfolding it in public. Plus it's just easier to manage when it is closed up. Unfolding it can be not tricky, but it does feel like it is slightly in danger of possibly slipping out of your hands every time you do so, which is just another reason that I would kind of prefer to keep it closed up. There's actually a total of 6 cameras in this device. Sounds like overkill, but you do kind of need that if you want to be able to have the same sort of functionality when it's open and when it's closed. The pictures that I was getting from it, naturally, as you would expect from a Samsung flagship, are superb. It's the same camera system that's in the Galaxy Note 10, so there's no reason to expect any difference in performance. It is nice having the larger screen when you're taking pictures, just makes it easier to frame your shot. When I was out taking these night shots, I did feel a little bit conscious when I had it wide open, so needless to say, I kept it closed most of the time. That screen being double the size of a normal screen means it's very bright in your face, kind of lights you up pretty well, and the device is very flashy, so it's best to keep it folded up. But I actually like the folded form factor a little bit more, I think. It kind of feels like you're holding the phaser, and I could imagine a nice slim phone with this kind of form factor really appealing to me. Another great thing about this phone is its 512 gigs of onboard UFS 3.0 storage. That's the very latest ultra fast storage standard, and it goes a long way to helping this device feel smooth and fast. Games and apps load very quickly, as does the operating system. And overall, it is a very nice and very capable device. I feel like the 5G is a bit of an afterthought because it wasn't initially supposed to have 5G. The original version of this that was released, the one that started to break in the hands of reviewers, didn't have a 5G modem, and I don't think the product was ever intended to have it. But because it was delayed for so long, and because we started to see other 5G handsets from various different companies, I think they've decided to slap the 5G modem in there, and it doesn't feel as well optimized as the other two 5G flagships that I've got here with me. It does find it, as I mentioned before, much harder to actually acquire that signal. Even though it will say it's on 5G, when you test out the speed, it clearly isn't. I actually had quite a bit of trouble getting this one to actually work on 5G. It did happen a couple of times, but the speed wasn't as fast as the other two, and overall it was just much harder to connect. I think the price tag of this one, which is near enough £2,000, also kind of reflects the nicheness of this product, if you like. It's not for everyone, but those people that it is for will absolutely love it, I think. One thing that this phone does have that a lot of other phones don't is a bit of character, a little bit of personality. Our phones being such personal items, when you have certain devices that have got a little bit something different to them, then it's easier to become attached to it, I feel. And with its superb functionality as well, I mean, it is a very capable device. People that actually buy this are going to absolutely love it. But anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, smash the like button, leave me a comment, and of course subscribe for more Btekt. I have to say a big thank you to Vodafone for the trip out to Madrid. I'm going to leave you now with some shots that I got from the Bernabeu Stadium tour, the Real Madrid Stadium tour, so I hope you enjoy it. If you made it to this point, then thanks so much for watching. Why not follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter? It's at Btekt. Thank you for watching. My name's David. This is Btekt.